Hello, you're welcome to Reviews and Recaps. Let's get into episode 3. Girl, the episode started with, you're triggered. Miss Crystal kept saying that to Robin. And it just brought back memories of exactly what I was saying last episode, where I was saying that you can't tell people they're triggered. It's a provoking word to say trigger. It's like you're pulling the trigger, honestly. You can't be vexed if I start to dodge your bullets and fight back. It just doesn't make any sense. So I'm kind of glad that Tiana didn't let Crystal get away with it. And Tiana was saying to Crystal that, isn't that your friend? Like, why? And Crystal just kept saying, Robin is always upset. Like, who says that about their friend? I don't understand how Crystal thinks she can get away with doing shady things like that or speaking in that way about your friend. It's like, where is the loyalty? It just doesn't make any sense. And for me, it made my day when Tiana was like to Crystal, you have an issue. I'm like, yeah, she definitely has an issue, and I'm glad someone told her, because that was so out of it. I personally don't think Crystal gets it. I think she is so used to living in La La Land, and she just doesn't get it. She's just like I don't want to say this because that's just mean. I'm gonna leave that. Let's try not to be mean. Anyways, we move on to Tiffany. Tiffany was being honest, I have to say, in her confessional when she was talking about the incident with Robin and Crystal. And she said that, Robin was basically, she basically said that Robin was triggered. And it's not shocking that she was triggered, because Crystal kept saying you're triggered, which is provoking in itself. I totally agree with Tiffany. I love the grace that Tiffany had for Robin. I love that she was very sympathetic towards Robin. And I thought that I was expecting better of Kiana. When Kiana was speaking to her husband, right, and she was talking about the dinner and everything that happened, I was expecting Kiana to speak a little bit more about how Crystal was being provoking towards Robin, but she didn't. It was almost like, I think because she had beef with Robin, she was just like, well, I'm not going to see Robin's side as such. But the truth is the truth. What is true is true. You can't speak up for what is true, and speak against things that aren't right. Even if you have a problem with that person, that doesn't mean right is still right and wrong is still wrong. Guys, the scene where Robin was actually crying, like she was sobbing whilst doing yoga? I felt so bad for her. I just wanted to give her a hug. That woman just needs a lot of love, because she's been through a lot. So she does not need friends like Crystal. Guys, can we talk about the scene with Tiana and Tiffany? I personally think they're starting to become my favorites. Like, Tiana said in her confessionals that Crystal provoked the whole thing. And I agree with her. Crystal kept throwing jabs the whole time. For example, when she was like, Robin, stop. When Robin wasn't the one that was being aggressive in that moment. It's like, if you're going to tell someone to stop, tell everybody to stop. Ladies, let's keep our voices down and get this together. Don't single out your friend to be like, Robin, stop. Like, no, you stop. That's what I was feeling. And when the girls were talking about how telling someone, I think was it Tiana? Tiana said telling someone to calm down when they're upset is not a good way to go. It's a triggering word. And it's funny she said that, because if you guys listen to the last episode, I kept banging on about that. When someone tells you to calm down when you're starting to get upset, it's like punching you in the face and telling you not to react. I know you guys might think I'm extra, but honestly, please, if you ever see me upset, don't ever, ever, ever tell me to calm down. All right, we move. So we move to the scene with Crystal and her therapist. Can I just say, when she started talking about the incident, she almost made herself look like a saint. Oh, I didn't truly understand. And I'm like, girl. I was at least happy that she was honest enough to inform her therapist that she said to Robin, you were being triggered. So I'm glad she mentioned that in the session. But the way she was portraying that story, I was like, girl, you almost seem like the innocent party in this story. You didn't repeat to your therapist that you kept saying it to her multiple times, and you kept aggravating the woman by putting your hand in her face and saying you're triggered. What does that mean? That is an attack. So I'm not sure what she means by, everything is just so weird. I don't know how the dinner went that way. Like, sis, with Crystal, you never know. It's like, are you my friend? Are you my enemy? Especially like with the dinner as well, right? When Robin left, she was almost like sticking up for Robin when Robin left. And I was like, girl, are you okay? Are you a friend or are you a foe? It almost seems like Crystal is a frenemy. It's like she's not sure what side she's on. Like, are you on her side today? Are you not on her side? Like, what is going on? I just don't know. I mean, Crystal, I don't think she understands real people problems. It's almost like she's living in her fairy tale world and, where she can say anything and not have it or not have to leave it with any consequences. I don't know, man. So the next scene was the scene with B. Simone and Kira. Honestly, nothing exciting to talk about. So I'm going to move forward from that. I don't really... Honestly, guys, if certain parts of the show was just dry, I would not bring it up because there's really nothing to talk about. Anyways, we move. So the next scene was the scene with Robin and Tiffany. I actually thought, oh my God, I love this scene. Like, Robin said in her confessionals that she was curious to meet Tiffany, right? And she was like, we are struggling. What if we're struggling with the same thing? I'll have an anxiety friend. And I thought the way she said it, and you could see how she was genuinely happy about it and hoping that she would find someone who she bonds with properly, because I think deep down she knows that she doesn't bond with Crystal like that. I think her and Crystal are from such different worlds, have such different experiences. Crystal is not sensitive to everything that Robin has been through. And so she's not careful in the way she speaks to Robin, in the way she addresses Robin. I say that because I've been in a situation where I was talking to a guy and the guy just was not sensitive to me. He just did not understand the sort of experiences I've had in life. And so when I was saying certain things, he was so quick to be dismissive, so quick to say words that aggravated me, very similar to this whole triggering thing. And I was just like, dude, wow. And I had to remove myself from that situation because I was like, nah, I don't want to kill nobody, man. Just remove yourself. With people like that, you need to remove yourself, because unless they're willing to change and actually take accountability, then you need to remove yourself so you don't do something stupid and end up in jail. Because the way Crystal was putting her hand in the face and Robin smacked the hand, if she had done more, I could bet that Crystal would have gotten her arrested. She seems like that person. So, Robin, take it from your good sis here. Avoid that girl unless she apologizes and actually takes accountability and does not do it again. You need to avoid her at all costs. It is not worth it. You don't want to end up in jail. You don't want to ruin everything you work so hard for. Like, it's not worth it, man. Anyways, we move on. So, can we talk about how they came looking like twins? I was like, you lot are so cute. Both came wearing green skirts. Both, just had good energy. And they just bonded over their mental health. And I love how Robin could feel the comfort that Tiffany was bringing to her. It was like, oh, she just threw her a life jacket or something. That was so cute. I just thought it's nice to see like people bond over like life experiences and just bond and just connect. And I think they probably will have like a genuine friendship like moving forward, because Tiffany seems like a complete sweetheart. Robin seems like an honest person, loyal at the core, a little rough around the edges but loyal deep down, and I think they would balance each other out quite well. So yeah, I thought that was really sweet. I think that was my favorite scene rather. I don't know why I keep calling it episode. I know it's probably because I also have a podcast, but anyways, so yeah, they just kept bond. I really like their bond, so I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing them bond a little bit more throughout the season, but we'll see. Because I know these girls, I'm sure there's going to be a fight somewhere, but I don't think Tiffany is going to be involved in a fight with Robin. I just don't see that happening. But you guys, this is not a prediction, so if I get it wrong, well, if I get it wrong, you guys can comment, swarm the comments and like come for me if you want. But anyways, there was a scene with Michael and Tiana, right? Oh my word, that condo was beautiful. The views were so breathtaking. Like, I could wake up to those views any day, any time. The decor was lovely. The space was just beautiful. The master suite was gorgeous. It's like, imagine waking up to that view every day. That is just so beautiful. Like, I can't wait to be able to live in a property like that. Yes, I would love more space, but with a view like that would be amazing. Yes. And that will happen. Well, the final scene was with Kiana and Robin. So Kiana has been talking about Robin practically not helping her with her 26 contracts. Now she's changed it to 29. Is it 26? Is it 29? Girl, make up your mind. But let's just say whatever it is, somewhere around the 20 mark. At least she didn't say 50. Somewhere around the 20 mark. So she's sort of kind of remained consistent. It's just the figure has changed a few times. So I'm like, girl, are you sure? What is it? But anyway, Kiana was, speaking to Robin and basically just saying to Robin that during the discussion at the dinner, Robin was being very dismissive. And, Robin was like, well, she didn't know what to expect. And it was interesting, right? Kiana and Robin have this weird, very interesting banter going on. I kind of picked up that it was almost like they're surprisingly cute. It's like, how old buddies that have known each other for a long time, they bicker about little things, but at the heart of it, they still love each other. That's what it felt like. It felt like they had love for each other, but then they both wanted to be right. So they felt like they had to, drum up and, hammer on about, their view and their point, and so that the other can take their points. And I just thought, you guys, Kiana does have a passive aggressive thing though, so I'm not sure how that's going to work for Robin, because Robin is a little bit more direct and not with the passive shenanigans. But it'll just be interesting to see how that plays out. I'm looking forward to the next episode to see what really happens with that. Well, so now that the recap is done, my general reviews. I think, one, right, I am starting to like the show a little bit. Because, when I first started covering the show, I was a bit like, I don't know, man, I'm not really feeling the show like that. But I think it will pick up. At the moment, I'm still not a massive fan, I have to say. But I think it's getting better than it has ever been. So, like, episode 3 feels better. So, hopefully, episode 4 is a lot better. Like, I think in episode 3, we're getting to know a little bit more about the ladies and their dynamics between each other. It almost seems like it's going to turn into, like, a Married to Medicine type of thing. And I don't know how long they're going to be able to ride that wave. But we'll see. The friendships I'm looking forward to this season. Hopefully, I hope that Tiana and Robin can develop a friendship. I hope that Tiffany and Robin can develop a really good friendship, and actually become best friends. And because I think they would balance each other out really well. It's like Tiffany seems like she'll be honest, but she would consider your feelings. Robin feels like she needs that sort of person that wouldn't be so, curt with her, that would be kind and sweet in her approach. I think because Crystal is a bit, not just passive aggressive, but a bit unmindful of how she talks to Robin about stuff, I think that Tiffany and Robin will actually hit it off and be like, Tiffany and Robin would hit it off and be like really good friends. I'm I'm literally writing and like hoping that I'm rooting for them. Hopefully they get it together, and like, in next few episodes we see them hanging out and doing stuff together. Kira, I'm not sure about Kira. I'm not sure about Kira. I feel like she comes across as a spoiled, wants to be the center of attention. I can't quite figure her out. A little bit petty kind of girl. So I'm not really here for her. I think so far my favorites would be Tiffany, Tiana, and Robin. I can't believe Robin got to be my favorite. I think seeing how she was hurt about the dinner and crying at yoga really softened my heart towards her, to be honest. And also knowing that she's a loyal person, because I just love loyal people. Because I'm just like, I like when people are like, I know how to place you. I know that you're not a foe. I think for me, I don't like friendships where I have to question which side you were on. And for me, like when I feel like I have to question like what side you're on, I just exit completely, because I'm just like, it's not worth it. I need to know that even if I'm not watching, you have my back. Even if I'm not watching, like you are a loyal person, you're not going to be throwing jabs at me and trying to provoke me. You have my best interest at heart, same as I would. So yeah, so far we'll see. I hope episode 4 picks up massively, because it's getting better, but I'm not completely sold on the show. I remember the other day I was thinking like, girl, do you still want to continue covering the show? But I was like, do you know what, let me just do it for you guys, because I've started. So you guys, if you really like watching or listening to this episode, please give this video a thumbs up, please share, get the word out, guys. Honestly, I'm very new, so I need them subscribers, so please support your girl. And yeah, and also I've been doing so well and putting out content for you guys. Best believe this channel is like a week and like 2 days old. So please support me by sharing and stuff. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. I will speak to you later. Bye.